Hello, welcome back. I'm Deklan. This is Surviving RLCraft. We've got a great episode in store today. We're finally going to make an end game weapon. And because this is the lightning update, it is going to be a lightning weapon. I picked out the shocked dragon bone sword for the first one. We'll make more later on for sure. And we're also going to make an ice dragon bone string and longbow. We've had these made since we started messing around with the Dragon Forge stuff. So we're gonna go with these two, and the whole goal is just to get as many enchants on there as we can. Because this is a new alpha build, we're gonna try some combinations and see if stuff is more compatible with each other now than it used to be. Just kind of see exactly what we can put on. I tried to save as many melee enchants as I could, even if it wasn't stuff I've used before in the librarian farm. So we're gonna be spending some emeralds, that's for sure. We are switching from a two-hander to a one-hander, and so we will also be moving our Ankh shield down to the shield slot, and also looking to get some other baubles going that is going to amplify our weapon. This isn't going to be the Spellbreaker build. This is going to be a envenomed viper build just for now. I do want to try the Spellbreaker build as well, and we will get to that later on. Super excited to get this thing going. I've wanted to do this for a while. We got a lot planned for today. Let's get going and see where we're at. A few episodes ago, I started to collect some enchants that I'd need for this weapon, and so I've got 8 of them already here. What I'm going to go do is go to the librarian farm, buy everything I possibly can, and shove them in this crate right here. And then we're going to start going through them, see which ones are compatible, which ones aren't. I went and gathered up all my emerald blocks, and we have about 2.5 stacks, and that should be more than enough for your average endgame weapon. But because I'm going to test out if everything is compatible with each other in this new build, I am going to be buying some stuff that you probably won't be putting on your weapon, and it's just going to cost more all around. So hopefully I have enough. All right, I just spent a whole bunch of emeralds at the villager farm there. We still have a stack of blocks left, and a lot of that is because I didn't upgrade all of the ones I wasn't sure of if we're going to use to max level yet. So we still might spend some more emeralds, but for now we need to check compatibility, see if anything changed over this version or whatnot. So at the very top, I have most of the enchants that I usually put on weapons, and I know for the most part that they're good to go, but we're still going to check everything with everything. So I have them kind of separated out. Down below, I have all the ones that I don't know if they are going to be compatible with our main enchants. So that's what we're about to do. I'm going to get my inventory going, and I'll show you how I do this. Okay, I went through all the enchants, and I hovered over them and hit U. And that actually brought up several of them that are only work on certain types of weapons. So all of these only work on axes. The destructive only works on the defiled lands weapon, and combo only works on nunchucks. So the good thing is all of the weapons now fit in my inventory, so I can test them against each other all at the same time. The way I do this is I put the weapon in there, I put the one up there, I just keep shift clicking, right? And as long as it comes up with a cost, we're good to go. Right? Just make sure you don't click it onto the thing. And what you do is you go all the way through this, and you'll get all the way down to the end. And then if everything checks out, you're good to go. I would put the weapon away because it checked it against everything. And then I would do the next book and do the next book, and then just keep going along this like this all the way through. And then once that book is done, if everything checked out, I'd set that one aside, and then I'd do the next book. Just keep going. This is unnecessary unless you really don't trust that something's going to work with each other. But that's just kind of how I do it. So I'm going to get going on this. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here that I've never tried before. Here we go. All right, I am done going through the compatibility, and I've got a list of things that don't work well together. So the ones at the bottom are the ones that we're not going to be using, and the ones on the top are the ones that they are not compatible with. So Dark Shadows is not compatible with Viper. Spellbreaker is not compatible with Supreme Sharpness. I think you can use Spellbreaker with a regular Sharpness 6. I believe that's part of the Spellbreaker build, but yep, doesn't work with that one. Brute Force, you have to pick that or Sly Strike. Ash Destroyer does not work with Critical Strike, Reviled Blade, or Luck Magnification. And I like using Luck Magnification, so it's kind of like, I don't know, I like to be lucky. Reviled Blade does not work with Swifter Slashes. Soul's Blessing does not work with Clear Sky's Favor. Disorienting Blade does not work with Envenomed. And Critical Strike does not work with Luck Mag. All right, here is a quick and dirty way of how to get 30 plus enchants onto one weapon without it costing an arm and a leg. So the first step you're going to do is you're going to put your weapon in here, and every single enchant, you're going to look at the cost of it, and you're going to sort these from most expensive to least expensive. You're probably going to have to write them down. Or at the end, just copy what I do. What we're going to do now is we're basically going to split this group in half because we have upgraded potentials. So we can put on half and then put on upgraded potentials to reset the cost of everything and then do the other half. All you have to do now is start a second set. Just pull off every other one, bring it down here and start a new set down here. All right, move these back up in order. We're going to put these on in this order first, and then upgraded potentials, and then the second half. The way you're going to do this, at least the way I do it, is you put one on the first time, so that's 20. Boom, done. And then the next one we're going to put 2 on. So you take the first one there, second one there. It's going to cost 12. Keep these in the same order. Go 12. Boom, boom. So the next one is going to have 2 on it. So you put on 1 and then you put on 2. That's a full 30. All right. There we go. And then the next one is going to have 4. So 1, 2, and then 4. So you're going to make another book with 10. And the next one after that is going to be 6. So let's get, let's see, we can do this with, oops. All right, we got 10 for this one. That's 10. And then 6. There we go. Next one, 6. And then so we put on 1 and then 2. And now we're going to put these together to make a fourth one, 16. We'll use a book. All right, and this is probably going to be the most expensive one, 40. Yep. After that, it's going to be significantly lower. So there we go, perfect. So this one and this. So it's going to have 7 enchants now. There we go. And then some guides will tell you to put on 8 after that. I never needed to do that, and so I just keep putting on 4. So I'm going to put these 2 together, and for 4, that's easy. So boom, boom, make a 4, and then probably another 4. The next one, yep. All right, and then 10. All right, there's 10. So that's another group of 4. So we'll put that one on as 26. That's just the book. All right, so now we're going to be 11 enchants. Getting up there. Oh, I love it. And then the last 2 are just going to go on for 22. It's a lot, but it's not too bad. We can manage. And then, So that's half. That's half of our enchants, right? Half of our enchants on this weapon. It's already pretty long, right? So now we're going to go and put our upgraded potentials on. That's going to always cost 10. But after you do that, so it shows it on there, but after you do that, the price of the next one, which was the same as the Supreme Sharpness, should be 20. Yep, it resets it back down to the original value, as if it had no enchants on it at all. That's why upgraded potentials is so good. Put on, same thing, we'll put on 1. And then I guess I should get the rest of them out here, keep them in the same order. And the last 2, it's gonna be 21. One last book. Oh my gosh, after this, gotta fill these books back up. There it is, the last one. Oh, it's so good. Okay, I think I need to change my UI scale so you guys can see everything on here. Oh gosh, let's go do that. Ah, the last one. Sweet. There's legendary. Okay, let's fix the UI so you guys can see it now. There we go. All right, you can see most of it that way. At least you can see all the enchants. We got 27 enchants on there if I count it right. Oh my goodness. The damage output of the other two-hander is pretty comparable to what it looks like on paper to the other one because it's 19.75. And this one is 23.5, still higher, but it is a one-hander compared to our old two-hander, so it's going to be hitting harder for sure. This is huge. This is going to be good. The next thing we need to do, but I have another bauble I want to go get. We are going to make a poison stone because it deals 40% damage to poisoned enemies, and we have envenomed on there, which poisons enemies. That's like doing 40% more damage, and we like that. To make this, we need Hydra Fang. So we're going to pull up our bestiary here. We're going to go to the Hydra. And in here, it says that the Hydra is amongst the foulest swamps and bogs in the world dwells a foul, multi-headed snake known as the Hydra. So we are going to go head over to some swamps and see if we can find some of these and get their fangs so we can make the poison stone. Thank you, Ice and Fire Bestiary, for being helpful once again. Before we go get the baubles, let's get this shield enchanted. I've got everything here that doesn't conflict with each other. Natural blocking is actually pretty good. So we got thorns, burning shield, and power defense, natural blocking, mending, and unbreaking 3. And now we have a shield. All right, I found some swamps that are east of us. So let's head over there. We can get. All right, we're 0 for 2 for swamps, but to be fair, they've been very small. Oh yeah, this is the one that I found that I couldn't go into because the dragon was just like, I remember finding this thing. Oh my gosh, get out of there. Get out of there. Whoa. Did he have like not that much health or did we just like two-shot that dude? Oh, that makes me happy. That makes me happy. Dude, you destroyed the whole thing, man. Come on. Was that necessary? Oh, what do we got? What do we got? Is that it over there? Yeah, that's it. Okay, okay. Okay, we got one. So, let's see here. I have no idea if these are, like, I feel like I can take a hit from anything in the overworld, but this thing might hurt. Oh, it's even got some affixes. Where'd it go? What the heck? Where'd it go? Oh my gosh. That's crit. There it is. Don't do that. Ooh, it's spraying stuff. Is it invisible? Whoa. Dingo is invisible. We get it? Oh, we got it. Oh my gosh. That was no problem. No problem. I keep getting like way too excited over the fact that I can destroy stuff in the overworld way too easy. 39 fangs. My gosh. But yet everything in the overworld should be no problem for me. So at this point. All right. Cool. All right, let's head back. We're back from that little excursion. We got a Hydra Heart. I don't know what that's for. Oh, a regen ring. Cool. All right, but we got our fangs, and we need a Bizor. And we got 3 of the ingots while we're out there. We need 1 more. All right, we should be able to make this now. Poison stone. Now you can actually get these as a drop too, and find them. All right, undying, and then into the XP grinder. Sure, let's do Hearty. Obviously, in between episodes again, I played a little bit with my kids. This time we went out in search of runes. We have the Ender, this one is the Ender Gem to make this warp stone. So we have the recipe for that, but we didn't have the Ender Talisman in order to make this. So the whole idea of getting that warp stone is to replace these warp scrolls so that you don't have to carry those. You can actually just put something on that you can put in your tool belt. So we needed to find the recipe for the Ender Talisman, and this is what we found. Just this stuff. We just went out and got desert temples because that seems to be the best way to get them outside of going to the end right now, which is bugged. But this one was found, had the Ender Talisman. And so when you put these crafting runes into these advanced rune reader, it'll tell you what you need to do to make these things. For the talisman, we need an Ender Gem to begin with. And so if we take out this, we will need to make 5 of these because the warp stone takes 4 and then 1 for the Ender Talisman. And it glows and sparkles. 21. What is that? Whoa, what the? That thing scared the crap out of me. Flint and steel. It's literally in the name. Alright, here we go. So we put our mushroom blocks in there, and then we're going to add one of those. Each one. I'm pretty sure when you do make these, you don't have to put them in the exact same order. You just have to get them on the grid. Oh, I'm missing something. Mushroom block. There we go. See? Yeah, exactly. Alright, so we switch this out for this one, and now we do this with 1 of those. This time we only need 1 of each, so... Actually, oh, diamond ore. Seriously? Okay. So it did chain to it, but it only did like 3 damage. There we go. Perfect. Oop. And coal. There you did it. Boom, boom. There it is. We got the Ender Talisman. Okay, and then knock off portal gun. Oh my gosh. I'll put it to you where you're looking. I kind of want to like play with that, but I didn't make 2. Okay, we have our purple runes from when we went cave glass diving. We got 4 gems. Oh my gosh, we have it. Warpstone. Get out of here, you stinking warp scrolls. Let's see here, you charge it up, you pick where you want to go, and then it has a cooldown. 30-second cooldown. That's awesome. Warpstone, magic mirror. Love it. I have been doing some collecting for the bow now, and I think I have all the enchants I need. So we're going to put power, arrow piercing, arrow recovery, adept, supreme flame, range, advanced mending, and breaking on there. So I mentioned earlier, I think last episode, that we're actually going to do arrow recovery and advanced mending because infinity does not work with advanced mending anymore. And I'm going to be using the dragon bone arrows, and with arrow recovery, hopefully that means they last a lot longer. So that is what my plan for this. Now, when it comes to split shot or multi-shot, I looked them up and they're very, very similar. A split shot does like a spread along the horizontal plane, or multi-shot does like a conal shot. Also, this one costs 16 and this one costs 4. Because of that, and they don't work together, we're just going to go with multi-shot. So we're not going to use split shot. And then we have 2 other things. So we have Strafe 4, which increases bow draw speed, and we have Rapid Fire, which does the same. I feel like in the past, these 2 didn't work with each other, or they did at one point and then they didn't for a while, but now they work again. The only difference between these 2 at the moment is Rapid Fire will work with pushing and Advanced Punch too, whereas Strafe won't. So I kind of see 2 different builds here. One where you have Rapid Fire, pushing, and Advanced Punch for like a kind of a more defensive type of a bow. And then one where you actually use Strafe and Rapid Fire together. And so I wanted to test it out to make sure it worked. So I made a bow here that only has Rapid Fire 2 and Strafe 4 on it, just so I could make sure that it was faster. So I have, make sure there's nothing behind here. So I have my normal bow. If you look at the draw speed, when I pull it, it takes like, it does like 2 little incremental pullback before it's fully drawn. And then this one, which just has Rapid Fire and Strafe 4, make sure I'm so good. If you look, it's almost, it's just 1 tick and it's ready to go. So they do stack and it does make it go faster. So this would be a higher damaging bow. So I think, oh gosh, please get up there. Okay. I think for the bow I'm going to make, I'm going to put Strafe and Rapid Fire on there because I don't have a need for these yet. So for now, we're not going to put either one of those on. And I'm not going to put dragging on there either because that's been driving me crazy. Having dragging on here, I don't like it. You'll shoot a mob and it'll zoom past you way behind you. It's crazy. So we're gonna do the same thing with this one. We're gonna get everything all sorted out. I don't like Supreme Flame because when you have it with multi-shot and you start firing off, you just have a whole splattering of arrows that are burning everywhere, and it's kind of annoying. But I'm still gonna do it. So we're gonna put that on there just because it does more damage that way. So range, mending, and all this stuff. We're gonna get it assorted the same way we did with our melee weapon, highest to lowest. Put them on there. And we'll have a great bow. I chose the ice one because my outro screen has me shooting a frozen arrow. That's the only reason I chose that. All right, there we go. Advanced Power 5, Arrow Piercing 4, Adept 3, Flame Flame, Multi-Shot, Rapid Fire, Strafe, Advanced Spinning, Unbreaking, Arrow Recovery, and Range. While I was making this warp stone, my kids were reading the description on some of the stuff it takes to make it. And they noticed that this thing, it teleports you where you're looking. So I had to make another one because they said, that sounds so cool. And so I made another one. And they're absolutely right. It's kind of cool. It's got a pretty short cooldown. And it does exactly it does exactly what it says. The only problem is it has a range. So if you're too far away, it just says out of range, and oh, there we go. It'll say out of range, but it's still kind of cool. I feel like it's really handy to have on you at times. Definitely pretty fun. Thanks for urging me to make it, you guys. We're going in for a dragon test here. Oh, there's 2 of them. Nice. All right, here we go. So we're doing a test with our melee weapon and meleeing a dragon. We have our fire dragon eye. Come here, buddies. Pick me up. Pick me up. 2 dragons at once. Oh, whoa, wait. One of them's dead already? How come I can't see? Come on, just pick me up. Pick me up. See, how do you expect to play like this? You can't even see your health. Like you just have to hope you're not dead. Yes. Well, it died fast. That was uh-huh. Well, There's another one. Did we kill both? Yeah, we did. There's just another one. Okay. This time, land on the dragon. Gosh. Get up high enough. You ready? And swoop. Yeah, I'm coming for you, buddy. I'm coming for you. Dead? Is it dead? Nope. Now it is. Whoa. That's so fast. I wish I could see how much damage I was doing. Alright guys, here we go. Time to test the weapons. I'm going to speedrun this place, not really do too much of the trash inside, and just see how hard we hit these bosses in here. You know, take the warg out, let him have some fun with me. And apparently find an ice den right away. Oh my gosh. Alright, well we can test on that. Let's do that. Okay, alright. This is a thing. Let's see here. Oh, wait. I don't need to do this, but let's just switch out our eye since we're... Jeez. Thank you. Let's switch out our eye. Oops. Alright, and then do that. I don't like unsheathing. I've discovered that I do not like unsheathing. It switches your weapon to the active slot so you can just start attacking right away, but I'm too used to. Here we go! Where you at? You're dead. Okay, that was good. It's hard to tell how much health they have. That's cool. That was fast. That was real fast. Come here, girl. What you got? I don't think I saw one. I did not get an egg. That's okay. We weren't dragon hunting in here. Cool. Okay, well, that happened. It worked. Hello there. Okay, cool. All right, there it is. So I'm having a lot of issues with unsheathing. It is making it so that, because I switch them back and forth in between bow and weapon and the pick to mine the spawners and the axe. And it's constantly moving my stuff around because I'm constantly getting into combat, and it's driving me insane to the point to where I already want to like throw this weapon away. While I was doing this, my one shot a troll. Cool. 123 health. That's like the same amount as that troll. Okay. Dead. 2 hit. 2 hit a boss. That's so cool. Oh gosh. Okay, well, yeah, that's we could say that that's a pretty strong weapon there. Cool. Hey, yeah. I found a wither somewhere in a dungeon. Nice. Nice. Okay, cool. Where'd it go? So wither spawner somewhere. Is it over here? Where's the wither spawner? There's a wither spawner. I want to find it. It's another wither. I keep coming up like in here. Is it like right here? That's 4. 5. I just don't see the spawner. We're definitely close enough to activate it, but... Jeez! I'm gonna die pretty quickly. Well... They're spawning like right down there. It's like there's one under that, but it's not there. Alright, well. That's 8 killed. My gosh. Holy. How many are there? What is going on? There's like multiple wither spawners here. What is going on? I don't understand. Is there? Oh my god. There's so many. Oh my gosh, my gear. Wait, I need to look at my gear. Gear's fine. Okay. Sometimes you get take too many explosions. You do not do well in the durability department. Oh my, I'm at 15 already. Where'd they all go? Where are they? Way up here? Oh my god. No, don't get up there. Don't get up there. Let's see here. Can we use... Okay, well, this is not ideal. Tremors, go away. Please, please, no more tremors. No more tremors. I'm like shifting. How do you even see me? Holy, I can't reach them. That's the problem. And then I can't see anything. 19. That was 2 spawners. I believe that was 2 spawners. And I couldn't find the dang spawners. Unless they're like, because they were spawning like down here. Clearly they were spawning like right underneath here, but there was like no chest. What? I don't know. Not sure if you guys like it when I go over through the loot that I just got from like a big runner thing, but I'll show you guys real quick what's what I got. I got a magma stone and a thorn pendant. We got some diamond blocks, some silver blocks, 2 of these soul stones. We're gonna need those later on. A lot of caves. I ended up going through the caves trying to find the last bosses, and I found some crystals I mined up. And we got the nether egg. We got those 19 nether stars from that double wither spawner that we couldn't find. We got a couple beast stones. Apparently I forgot to pick up one of them. And an unbreaking 3 to make an unbreaking 4, and just some dragon stuff. So not bad. The big takeaway was the fact that we got all these levels, so I'm going to be able to refill the bank up. We did so much stuff today. We basically did all of this stuff today. New weapon. If you look closely, you'll see that unsheathing isn't on there anymore. I didn't edit it, but I found a way to get it off of there. I'll teach you guys how to do that next episode. So this is actually not too bad anymore. And we got our bow. Problem with this bow, arrow recovery doesn't actually give you the dragon bone arrows back. It only gives you regular arrows back. So that whole that whole thing is kind of pointless. So we might actually end up making another one that's just infinity and just using regular arrows. I don't know yet. We got a hardy poison stone. That was good. We got to kill that, find that hydra, kill that. We got our shield enchanted. We made an ender talisman for fun little teleporting around, and a warp stone. That's a lot for one episode, right? Yeah. Oh my. Hey, we're trying to talk here, bud. Yeah, you gotta keep it down. Anyway, we had so much to do. My emerald supply is basically shot. We're gonna go put these weapons to use next episode in some fun ways and really build back our emerald supply so that we can make even more weapons and yeah, we gotta get some armor going. I got something you know what, I wrote this down. We need runes because I don't have the full golem armor set yet. I really want to find another Shivaxi monument because I want that master key so bad. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I still gotta look. I still want to look. And we got to get the emeralds, and then we actually did fill the XP back up today with that excursion that we did. So we did a lot. I know what I want to do next time, and a lot of it involves just using these weapons now and going down to some structures that have really good emerald supply and showing you guys those, because I haven't showed you a lot of some of the dungeons that are out there yet. So that is the plan for next time. Just going out farming and maybe even making some more stuff. I'm not sure if I'm going more weapons next or more armor. I really do want to get the nunchucks going just because they're just so much more fun to use. So we'll see what we do. We'll see what we do. But I did, like I said, I got unsheathing off of this, so I can make this last a little bit longer. But anyway, for now, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had fun, and I hope you guys get to make and enjoy your endgame weapons just as much as I am. Let me know how it goes. Thank you for watching. Bye for now. So now we can go about actually seeing blah 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 blah. Oh my gosh, this weapon is lighting. It's making creepers charged. Here we go. See how it made the other one charged? That's crazy. Is that what the lightning thing does? That's kind of neat. I got distracted onto the way to the swamp, and yes, this happened. It's an outhouse. Oh my gosh. New Pachu was here. Nice. Apparently in the outhouse. Nice. I feel bad for Supachu, right? You want us to find a diamond ore? That's impossible. Legendary. Okay, cool. We forgot to make that legendary. We did it now. Yay, we're bad. We're bad. Are you gonna go ahead and test a weapon when you didn't even make it 15% stronger? Yeah, we're one-shotting trolls now. What is going on? Where's my next floor? Why does it have to be like this? Wait, oh wait, I don't... One shot! One shot! That was crazy. I was shifting, so maybe that helped. What you doing up there, dude? Huh? Yeah. No, no! Seriously, who put Raymond spawners in... Ugh. I see an egg. Look at the eggs. Eggs, egg. That silver one.